The 2015 Alabama coaching staff will go down as the greatest in college football history. I mean, they really deserve a documentary at this point. And it all started with this guy, head coach Nick Saban. So let's run through everybody. Manning the offense was offensive coordinator Lane Kiffin, who is now the head coach at Ole Miss and consistently has them as a top 25 team. Leading that defense was defensive coordinator Kirby Smart, who, as I'm sure you know very well, is the head coach at Georgia. And his resume with the Bulldogs speaks for itself. Offensive line coach for that team was Mario Cristobal, who is currently the head coach at Miami. And despite his questionable decision-making in certain games in the past few years, this Miami team looks very good. Wide receiver coach was Billy Napier. And say what you want about Billy Napier. He, of course, is the head coach currently at Florida, but by the time this is posted, that might have changed. But anyways, his overall record as a head coach is actually 60-34, which could be worse. Linebacker coach of that team was Tosh Lupoi, who's currently the defensive coordinator at Oregon. And that Oregon defense looks pretty dang good. The DB coach of that team was Mel Tucker, and he was the head coach at Michigan State. Next, we have the strength and conditioning coach. This is Scott Cochran. He's currently the head coach at West Alabama, and they are 4-0. Next, we have the graduate assistants, and this is where it gets kind of fun, because on that staff as a GA was Dan Lanning. And by the way, I couldn't even find a photo of him as a GA at Alabama, so here he is on the Georgia staff, but he's currently, of course, the head coach at Oregon, and consistently has had them in the top 10. Next, we have Glenn Schumann. He was a GA during that time, and he's currently the defensive coordinator at Georgia, and I would not be surprised if in the near future he gets a head coaching job. The next GA was Rob Ezell, an absolute legend. He was the guy that had the fantastic impression of Nick Saban that went viral. He's currently the offensive coordinator at Wake Forest. Sorry, last but not least, this guy was actually an offensive analyst at Alabama, Charlie Weiss Jr. He's currently the offensive coordinator at Ole Miss under Lane Kiffin.